You guys have seen electric skateboards, scooters, electric cars, but have you ever seen an electric surfboard?
Be careful.
So this is the Awake Ravic 3, and it is an electric surfboard. It's absolutely nuts. It goes up to 35 miles per hour, 0 to 30 miles per hour in 4 seconds, and you'll get about 50 minutes of ride time. So it's basically like a boosted board on water is kind of how I would put it, except you have these bindings and you have not just a small, you have a giant battery that weighs like 50 pounds. This thing is huge. Yeah, this is where the bulk of the weight for the board comes in. You have this key to turn on the surfboard, and you would attach this to yourself, so in case you fall off, which we will most likely see quite a lot of, it'll pull that off and it'll turn the board off right away, so it doesn't just go torpedoing 35 miles per hour into the shore or something like that. And then the battery powers the motor, which powers this propeller like thing in here. Literally just spins really fast to make you go forwards. And the way you control this thing is this hand controller. So you literally have this thumb throttle to make it go forwards, and then you have a little screen here which will tell you your speed. And that's basically it. You guys ready to try it out?
Simple but fast.
Simple but fast, and you'll see it's pretty crazy.
Should I just put the full throttle on right away?
Oh yeah, extreme mode. There are different modes, so you can start in like the beginner modes, but we're probably just gonna start with the extreme mode and full throttle.
Tyler, are you scared?
I think I just peed a little.
Oh no.
Shout out to Chris out for the wetsuit. It's a little cold. This will help. It's tight. Ugh. Am I doing this right? It's like a suction cup. I've been born again. Oh, this thing's tight.
Tyler, I don't think we're gonna be able to get in.
No.
If it's tight on him.
Wait, you're all...
I'm all tangled, right?
There you go, now you're better.
Now it's time to ride. I'm toast. You guys want to try?
Tyler, I guess it's our turn now.
Turn. Maddie, you got to teach us. You got to teach us how to do this.
It's a little bit unfair. I've rode this a few times already now, but this will be the first time that Tyler ride it. So I just did the dock start. You can also do like a start from here where you just put one foot in and then you hold on to here and then gas it and then put your foot in. But I think you guys need to learn like the basic way, because if you fall, which you will fall.
I'm basic, yeah.
Exactly that, plus you will fall, so you'll have to learn how to do this. So what I do, I don't know, Awake, hopefully this is the right way. I put my hand on this front strap right here, and then you have your throttle hand obviously. So throttle hand on the strap, and then you just lie down, and then you want to apply a good amount of acceleration so it actually like, it doesn't feel like it's crazy squirrely.
Like boogie boarding a little
bit? Like you have a wave behind you. Once you have that wave, then stand up. And I think I usually put the back foot in first, and then I'm holding onto this front still, and then put it in the front.
This just might be a boogie board for me, I think.
Have you been working on your flexibility? That sounded you're gonna be flexible.
I did some yoga this morning, so it might be all right.
Okay, so I'll demonstrate. Hopefully I get it.
With ease.
I feel like that seems harder than the dock start.
It probably is,
yeah.
But we're gonna have to get back on somehow, so.
All right.
Can I get your wetsuit?
Easy as that. Let's go.
I might not look as ninja like you in that wetsuit.
Oh, these make everybody look slim.
Oh, does it? It is black. I guess there's a reason why they don't make white wetsuits.
Chris, you're way too fit these days.
So, are you ready? This is what I pay Tyler for. To zip up them.
I'm gonna wedgie him. This is like the Ace Ventura moment where he comes through the rhinoceros' butt.
I'm scared.
Time to ride. You got this.
Got this tempo.
Easy. See you on the other side. He's doing it. Oh, making such a big wave. So, what do you got? Yes! Tempo! Yes! Tempo just ate it, but he got up. Tempo's riding. Woo! Yes!
So sweet.
It looked graceful until I flipped upside down. Oh, you did it.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I was nervous at first. This is gonna be another wake skating experience.
Another fail day.
Oh, that was good.
No fails today. You were riding like a champ.
Pressure's on for
Got
me
the heel
now.
and the toe. Got a little curve. Put my hand in the water.
Awake is kind of like the boosted of electric surfboards, the highest quality, top of the line. But the question is, what is it really like riding it? And I gotta say, it's pretty incredible. The amount of power and control and just like agility that you have with this board makes it really fun to ride around. It's actually so fast that I don't even feel comfortable going full throttle for longer periods of time. So it's got way more speed than you're gonna need. And I love how agile it is. You can do really fun turns and carves and even jumps, which we're not quite at that skill level yet. I love that you can do all of that stuff, even though it does weigh quite a bit. In total, the board and the battery weigh 96 pounds, which is a lot, and you can definitely feel it as you're riding it. You start the turn and it feels like it takes a little bit for it to kind of catch up with you, and I think that is the weight of the board. But that is still manageable enough that you can, by yourself, disassemble it, carry the battery by itself, and then carry the board. And so you can actually manage this whole thing by yourself, which I think is pretty important. Now, your first ride will feel a little bit crazy and chaotic and a little bit out of control because it doesn't float very well until you give it throttle. And that's where it gets a little bit tricky. This hand controller is probably my biggest, what's the downside, complaint, minor grievance. Because this is a thumb throttle, it is harder to keep it steady, and when you're getting up, you do want it to be fairly steady. Otherwise, you're gonna be kind of, slowing down and sinking the front end of the water, or going too fast and falling back. Teppo had a few of those. So this really is my biggest concern with the board. It is something that makes it harder, I think, than it needs to be to ride it. I think it needs to be maybe a trigger finger, which is a lot easier to keep stable, especially when you're trying to get up on the board. But as with most things, you get used to it and it's pretty easy to do. Now, there are also different riding speeds and profiles, but again, you have to use an app on your phone to do that. You can't do it on the hand controller, which again, I feel like the hand controller needs a little bit of work. It's the only thing on the system where I think it needs a little bit of fine tuning still. And because you do have this crazy strong motor, there is this fun balance, especially when you're turning, between how much throttle you give it and how much you're leaning to get those carves going. And at first it's a little bit tricky, but really quickly you get used to it, and it's just a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm stressing well enough how fun this thing is to ride. It's just one of those things that every single time I get on it, it just becomes more and more fun. It's ridiculous. And for me, one of my favorite things is that it's just very low maintenance. There's no gas, there's no oil changes, there's no all of that stuff that you usually have to do with something that has a motor in it. You don't have any of that except for charging the battery and keeping it clean. In terms of maintenance, and everything you buy in life has a cost to it, and stress and maintenance and time.
The Ravic 3 is very low maintenance. Okay, there's one downside to the maintenance, and that is this battery is gigantic, and because the battery is gigantic, so is the charger. The charger, oh, don't want to get any water in there. The charger is huge, so you're gonna have to deal with that, but other than that, the maintenance is pretty good.
It's a one-stop shop.
So now you might be saying, that all sounds incredible. What is the downside?
So did you tell him how much it cost yet?
No.
There's a lot of budget.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Teppo's not getting paid?
You might. Hopefully.
He's chilling over there.
What's the downside? Well, it costs $13,900 right now. Very expensive, like crazy expensive. Just for one extra battery, it costs $6,900 for the standard range and $7,900 for the extended range. That's an absurd amount of money, and that really is the biggest downside. Even though we've gone forwards a ton in battery technology, it's still very big, heavy, and expensive. And I feel like once battery technology gets to be a little bit smaller and lighter and cheaper, that's when these things are really gonna take off. But as for now, it is a very, very expensive toy. But it is really, really fun. All right, Tyler, I think it's your turn.
My turn?
You ready?
Also, regarding the price, does that mean I'm not getting a raise this year? Is that...
just
Teppo's not getting paid, I'm not getting a raise. Sweet. But
we have
I get to go on.
we have that, so
Sweet.
That's like a promotion, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Have a good voyage.
Thanks.
Bon voyage.
Oh man.
Tyler's gonna do it.
It's just gonna turn into a boogie, I think. Just a full on
Hey, that's fun too.
electric boogie board.
Yeah! Tyler's like a dolphin in the water.
We're impressed. Very impressed.
So impressed. You got this! Yeah! Yes! Yes, Tyler! What a boss! Arriba! Yes! You did it!
Oh yeah, elegant drop. Elegant drop.
Elegant dismount
Oh.
always.
How do you feel?
That was so much fun.
Oh, you did it.
Tyler's the man.
He was like the yogi on there.
Tyler's just like handstand. Like, what? How is he doing all this?
He's a happy man. Free
Surf's
Willy.
up, bro. Shake and bake.
Tyler made it through. Teppo, mission accomplished. Okay, first thoughts. What do you think about riding the board? First experience.
Harder than it looks, but incredible.
Friggin' sweet. Friggin' sweet. Am I allowed to say friggin' on the...
Tyler's like a dolphin in the water, just
And then he was like
yoga posing, and then it's incredible.
I gotta show off my skills, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm so glad both of you guys got up. Actually,
I honestly didn't think I was. I was like, I'm just gonna boogie board this, and then I was like, wait a second.
Wait a
There's some
second.
stability. I think I
it
got
was
this.
in you. It was in you.
Yeah. I'm a surfer. That's all that there is.
I gotta say, the Wake Ravic 3 is ridiculously fun. Way more fun than I expected. I've always wanted to ride one of these. Man, guys, well done on this. Well done. Anybody else want to ride?